All right, I'm in the Pacific Cup. I'm in the weekend round of the rookie division, and it is. All right. Need a minus 30 plus. My realistic goal is minus 32, but my actual what I'm shooting for is minus 34. That's that in my mind. If I shoot a minus 34 and I beat I get beat, then I mean I got beat. I mean, yeah, if you shoot a minus 34 and don't win, that is brutal. If you shoot a minus 32 and don't win, that's still pretty brutal. A minus 30 coming in. I think I actually came in. I did it wrong last night. And the thing, I was looking at the opening round end and I didn't go into the tournament. By the time I got in there, a bunch of people had already played. But I think I was 20th in tiebreakers. So I have no tiebreakers going in. I mean, the only way I'm going to win this tournament is if I shoot one of these two scores right here. So, and with the 32, the door is open because there's too many people above me. I mean, I have to shoot a high score in order to have any shot at winning. And there's a lot of little, I mean, you can have everything right and still be just a little off. So let's go check it out and just get the ball rolling. All right, what are we on here? We're on Juniper Point. Hole number 8. It's a par 4. Got to hit this perfect. Hole number 8. All right. Taking an extra mile. I got a club upgraded in the club card trading. I got my Grizzly upgraded to level 8. So now it gets 8 more topspin, 19 more backspin, and 10 more curl. This club is awesome. So it's going to get some more power at level 9. It's going to get a little teeny bit more topspin and a little teeny bit more backspin. And that looks like it. Nope. I dropped my earpiece. Hold on. All right. That club card trading for mid-level people, hey, you can't complain about cards anymore, about clubs where people are out in their clubs. There's too many people that have played for too long, and you're just gonna in this weekend bracket right here, I can guarantee you that the mass majority of the people that are in there have clubs very similar to mine. Who I'm playing when I'm out on the course and who I'm playing when I'm actually in the bracket, the people that are within the bracket, it's super tight. The top 84 people in this bracket came in with the minimum score of minus 24. So there's no slouches in this bracket. Any single person in this bracket could fire off a massive score. Really, the only difference between playing in Rookie Pro, Rookie Expert is that when you're in Rookie, there may be 3 or 4 people at the top that actually have a shot at winning. And when you're in Pro, there may be it's probably about the same when you're in Pro. Maybe even a little bit better. But when you're in the Expert of the Masters, there's literally 20 people that could pop off that score. All right, I'm taking an extra mile and a Kingmaker. Now, I was originally using a Titan, but I can use the Kingmaker because it cuts the wind down a little bit, and I'm taking the wind out, and it gives me a little bit more side spin. Because I need 6 top spin. I'm doing a 10% adjustment. All right, we got club card trading, so you got to open up chests. It doesn't matter if you got your commons maxed out right there. That was 29 commons. Let's get one rolling. Get one rolling. Mark what hole I'm on, so when I look over here, all I can see is that hole. Need to find something. Set something out here to drop my stylus on so you guys don't hear that loud clicking. So that'll be as loud as it gets. All right. Here we go. Make sure we're recording. Good, bad, indifferent, ugly. We'll see what happens. When the game first came out, they had breaks in the game. So they'd be like, I think after the first tournament, there was like, it was a while. It was like a month and a half before another tournament came out. And then there was like a 3-week gap and then a 2-week gap. And then we'd play like we'd miss for 2 weeks and then we'd play for a week. And then we had it where we had like back to back, or we had one and then we had a week off and we had one. And then we had 2 weeks off. And at the time we were like, man, can't we just be more consistent and have like a tournament every other week? And this is a case of watch out what you wish for, because now 2 years later, 2.5, almost 3 years later, I'd like a break. Like no tournaments for 3 weeks. Okay, 6 top spin. 3, 4, 5, 6. Enough side spin to get me over there. Just a little bit more this way. I want to give myself a little bit of room. 3, 2, that's 3, 5. It's 2 and there's 3. Do about ring and 2/3. Just need to hit it perfect. Hit a 1 ring great to the right. And that will hit. Okay, I got it. Tried to leave myself a little bit more room to the right. That's why I was doing that. That's why I switched yesterday, or in the opening round, to a Kingmaker. So I had a little bit more flexibility with my side spin, because I clipped it to the right twice in a row. And I wanted to be able to move the ball over and give myself just a little bit more room on the right. I probably still could have hit a shot to the left right there as well. Let's see if we can get the ball in the hole. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. All right. Hole number 1. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Starting it off with an eagle. All right, I'm going to just shoot 2 videos so that I can play through. All right, I'm on hole number 2. All right, what do we got for hole number 2? Let's see. Hole number 2 is Kohong Resort, hole number 9. All right, I know exactly what I'm doing here. Bringing my number 2 bag. Bringing my accurate bag. I'm bringing a Kingmaker. Let's see what this is. A 4 power ball. I don't want a 4 power ball. What I would like here, and I'm sure that I have one somewhere in this, is a 3 power ball with, and that would be a turkey ball. Yeah, that's a 2. Oh, it's those mummy balls. They're the 3 power, low wind. Lower the wind, the better. All right, that's all I need. Usual suspects down at the bottom, but they're not going to come into play. This is a QB Sniper Kingmaker in the cup. QB, 1 shot at a time. QB Kingmaker, 10% on the wind. The way the wind is blowing on this is the 10% is not going to affect you, other than the fact that on the other side, it'll push you more towards the rough on the right-hand side if you don't take it out. So if you hit a great to the right, you may have a bigger tendency to end up in the rough on the right. Come on. Come on, Colin. Now, if you're going straight forward, there's nothing wrong with that. But a big topper works better. And from where you can get out there in rookie, it's not really going to matter. But you have no Albie shot from the left. And I think I actually like the way that this shot plays in one-on-one better. Well, he's got a Titan and he's got an extra mile. I play this with a big topper and I shoot it from over here with all of the topspin on it. So I can get way down in that hole. And there's almost zero risk that you're going to end up in the rough. You're going to end up out there somewhere like in the middle of that big fairway. And then you come at it with a rock. And you're on in two, make your eagle and get on down the road. But there's zero shot at Albie. I mean, it's not that you couldn't make an Albie from over there, but you're not going to make an Albie from over there. If you do, it's just a pure luck thing. There was no skill involved in it. Okay, I'm going to give it just a little teeny bit of curl. So it's 10%, that's 3-4. It's a 100% accurate club, so there's about 3-4. And put a little teeny bit of curl just to bring it back to the fairway. Isn't it perfect? Just trying to run it up there to that shadow. Excellent. Sometimes I use the yardage stuff and sometimes it's all about the distance. So here I've got a marker. I always hate it when they move trees. Sometimes you get on a hole from the last time you play, especially the older holes. You get used to playing them one way and then they've redesigned some of them, and then some of them they've removed or they've added trees. Like there used to be shots that we could do on some of those older holes that you can't do anymore. Like some of the max overpower hook shots you can't do anymore because they put trees out there. There's several of the holes I can think of where they put trees in the optimal spot, like the spot that you would normally hit to, there's a tree there now. So you can still hit to that spot, but now you've got to make sure that you're either a little short or a little long. All right, to the cup, left edge of the cup. Two nine. Two nine, not 1-9. Isn't it perfect? Come on. Isn't it perfect? Get in the hole. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right here. Is that the graphic? Come on. Come on. Oh, you rat bastard. That was a little bit too little of a pull. Oh my God. I've got that written on every other set of notes. Is that, no, that's 10%. Two topspin. All right. Mr. Albie. Missed it. Got a serious hole-in-one shot on this next hole, though. All right. Just a bit outside. Isn't it perfect? I'm trying to hit every shot perfect today. That's the goal. That is the goal. Need to pick up every stinking hole. And that was not one of them. I meant good luck. Close. All right, that was hole number 2. The Pacific Cup, -4. All right, hole number 3. What do we got for hole number 3? This is a par 3. This is one of my favorite par 3s. And it is Ko Hong, hole number 4. All right, here we go. This is definitely a hole-in-one-able hole. I'm taking my Grizzly. taking a carnival ball. Let's see how many of those balls I have. I got 3 carnival balls and 2 of those. I'm going to be short on 1 hole. Carnival ball. Grizzly. Four backspin. Right edge of the cup. Plus 20%. All right, here we go. I like this hole. This is a very hole-in-oneable hole. It's been hit or miss for me this week, but it is a very, I mean, when this hole comes up, it's very hole-in-oneable. They've done little tweaks. They'll do little tweaks on it. You come back to a hole from the last tournament, and you've got it dialed in, and they'll do little tweaks on it. Definitely not a fan of hitting anything like this, these par threes from that side of that hill. Number one, it puts both the sand traps into play. I just think that bounce is way too inconsistent. Because if you're a little higher, a little low on that hill, that bounce will be totally different. 20%, 4 backspin. 1, 2, 3, 4 backspin. %, that's 1/6, that's 3. It's 1/9. It's right at about a 2 ring pull. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh, yeah. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. That will work. That will work. That was close. Good game. All right. That was hole number 3 of the Pacific Cup tournament. We're in the weekend round. All right. We're on hole number 4. All right. What are we doing here? Hole number 4. This is Maple Bay, hole number 1. Maple Bay. Hole number 1. All right. Trying to lay up down here. Extra mile, bobble ball, 1 topspin. And then I'm coming in with my Hornet. And it should be between mid club and minimum club. I'm going to put 1 topspin on it. I'm aiming towards the left-hand edge of the cup. And I'm taking my, doesn't matter which bag, they're all the same. I'm going to take a bobble ball. Let's make sure one more time. Extra mile Hornet. That's the deal. Let's open up something. Don't get club cards. Don't open up chests. All right, here we go. Need to keep up the right here. This is an absolutely must make eagle. I have to make this eagle. All right. Extra mile, bobble, 1 topspin. All right. That was pretty nonchalant. You got it, buddy. Right off the tip. Yep. Right off. Always cracks me up. I'm not sure if people are trying to be purists, because I can guarantee I've been on a lot of golf courses in the real world, and there's not a lot of people out there that are like purists like that. We all have Nikes or Titleists or some ball 2.5. It's supposed to be a softball or a distance ball or whatever. Isn't it perfect? I put just a sliver more topspin than what I've been putting on because I'm trying to get into that little hollow. Where am I at as far as distance? 332. That's right where I've been, right in that neighborhood. So it's a 20% wind adjustment. I'm on the left hand edge of the cup. First thing I got to do is find out where I'm at in my rings. Came on this hole the other day on my 99 account and I timed out. And then I made the shot. So I made the shot for eagle so that I could save my birdie. I'm really excited about that account because it's got some of those T4 clubs that are in there are really starting to develop. And if I can get some ball guide in my lower clubs, I can do just as good there. Where am I at? There's Min. There's Max. In that 2.0 per ring. Get right up on it. Be right on the left-hand edge of the cup. 20% wind adjustment, so that's 3. There's 2. It's about a ring and a half. You'd hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, sir. Where's the thanks? All right. Getting the ball rolling. All right, that was hole number 4 of the Pacific Cup tournament. In the weekend round, and we're on hole number 5. What's hole number 5? Hole number 5 is Maple Bay. Hole number 8. Hole number 8. All right, bear with me. You guys aren't going to like what I'm doing on this hole. I don't like what I'm doing on this hole, but this is the deal. Taking a grizzly. Taking a popcorn ball. And I'm not sure. I'm going to be short 1 ball, maybe, on one of these holes, but I don't want to be short on hole number 4, so we'll be all right. Grizzly and a popcorn ball. That's all I need. I'm hitting 1 per ring. I'm doing a 30% wind adjustment. And I'm going to hit a great to the right, or excuse me, a great to the left. That's the goal. All right. 1 per ring, 30% wind adjustment. I'm trying to hit a great to the left. When it goes in the hole, then I'll talk about it. It's 1 per ring, a 30% wind adjustment. And I'm hitting a great to the left. I'm going to have considerably less wind than that. I'll do my wind first. I like the idea of going down there with a Guardian and just backspinning it right out of the hole. I think it's super safe if you make great wind adjustments. But they'll be able to easily get on from there. They're out of the rough. So, okay, 2.8, 10%, 3, 6, 9. That's 3, 7. Say 3, 3, 6, 3, 7, somewhere in that neighborhood. All right, 3, 6. Try and hit it great to the left. Great to the left. Now I know that was left of the cup. But every time I've hit it perfect there, I've been like that far on the other side of the cup. I've hit 2 hole-in-ones on this hole this week. One during the tournament and one in practice. And both times I set the shot up exactly that same way and hit a great to the left and was bummed, and then it went in the hole. So I'm at that point in the weekend round where I'm not changing my notes. It's too late to be practicing. You got to have a game plan when you go in here. And this par 3 right here, I saw just within my own clan that this par 3 has eaten a few people's lunch. And it's a par 3 that you don't really want to mess around too much on. If you got it locked in, then you got it locked in. But if you don't, you just need to get up there and get your birdie and move on down the road, not ruin your round because of this hole. And so I'm not willing to move. I could take some of that wind off and I could mess around with it, but I've had luck with those 2 greats to the left. So I sat down last night when I made my notes and was like, you know what? I'm going to hit that great to the left. And it was just a little off. On that particular hole, I'll take a little off. That's not the highest percentage hole-in-one hole out there, but there is a serious shot on it, and I know a lot of people are having a lot of success on it this week. All right. That was hole number... What was that? That was hole number 5. The Pacific Cup Tournament. Hole number 6. What do we have for hole number 6? I really want the Albie on this hole. I need to get an Albie so that I can have a tiebreaker separation. So it's at Gokasho Bay, and this is the one right here. I haven't hit this one all week long. Gokasho Bay, hole number 6. All right, exactly what I'm doing here. Taking an extra mile, extra mile, and a sniper and a grizzly. I'm going to switch this up to a Guardian instead of my sniper because I'm not going to be in my sniper range if I hit the shot right. But if I don't hit the shot right, there's a serious chance that I'll just be in between clubs. And with the sniper, I can't. There's not enough backspin to just stick it on the green. But with the Guardian, I can just stick it on the green and go for it right there, as opposed to having to bounce off from the other island. And I can still do the bounce off the other island. It just gives me 3 different ways that I can get to the hole. Okay, so extra mile, Kingmaker, Guardian, Grizzly. I'm ready to roll. Let's open up that pin chest. I think there's another one waiting behind it. Nope. All right, the Albie right here. I need to get the Albie right here. I can't. I've done good so far in this round, but I need to pick this shot up. I need to pick up as many shots as I can on every hole. I need to pick up a shot, so there's no like letting off. That par 3 before this, hole number 5, is still a hole that I was working on. I have had some limited success on it this week. 3, 4, 5. Do a 10% wind adjustment. So that's 3, 5. There's 3, 3. Just rub up against the nubs. Isn't it perfect? And I'm a little short still. I need to be putting 6 topspin on that. I'm going to change that for the back 9. Put 6 topspin. Because I'm ending up a little short of where I'd like to be. I want to be right where that divot's at. And where that divot's at's 342 to 345. And I'm ending up about 10 yards short of that spot. So one more topspin, I think, is what it'll take to get there. You can hit this shot very easily with any ball, but you've got to, the only determining factor on the ball on this hole is when you get into this next shot, where it puts you with your clubs. So getting this first shot done and getting out into that fairway is not the problem. And where they're at, they'll be in their wood range. And with that ball, probably mid to max. And I'm going to be like right in between. Yep. Right in between. Okay, so the wind's going to come forward 3 miles per hour with just a little teeny bit of topspin on. It's going to come forward 3 miles per hour. I want to be on the left-hand edge of the cup. Or the right-hand edge of the cup. I'm going to leave the wind in. Hit it 1 ring great to the right. I didn't give myself quite as good a shot as I would have liked there. I wasn't able to move the wind out. It looked like it was going to push it a little bit more to the right, the way the wind's blowing. So that 1 ring great to the right was about a 2 ring great to the right. I could have taken that with the Guardian because I was right there where I could engage my Guardian on it. If I would have had to put any serious overpower on that, I would not have done that. I would have used the Guardian. That's why I brought it. But the wind was just perfect. See if my opponent can get in the hole. I'm being real quiet for him. Being real quiet. I'm looking at my notes. I got to stay focused on each one of these holes. All right. I needed a little scare in my life. That was the scare right there. Woke me up. I almost missed that putt. Go back and rewind that. I almost missed that putt. Stay on a perfect track. Wake up. Get some motivation here. We need to pick up another one. That'll get me motivated. We've got a 3-run series coming up here where every one of these holes has an opportunity to get it in the cup and pick up a shot. And I really need to pick up all 3 of them on these last 3 holes. All right, I will forfeit. I'm going to fall for that. Good luck in the tournament. All right. That was hole 6, the Pacific Cup. Hole number 7. What is hole number 7? All right, hold on. All right, where am I? I'm on hole number 7, I believe. Hole number 7. And hole number 7 is Gokasho Bay, hole number 1. All right. This is actually the hole that I had the least amount of practice in all week. I was dinking around on this hole during the practice session trying to get the max overpower hook shot dialed in, and was just dinking around. Didn't play my practice account very much this week. I fell asleep and didn't have time to get it into the weekend round. Opened up everything. All right, what am I taking here? I'm taking an extra mile, taking that bag, and I'm taking a season 17 ball. 3 wind, 4 power. Try and get me all the way up into that. I hit the perfect spot last time, just a little bit too long. All right, that's all I need. That and my Hornet, possibly my Rapier. If I'm in my Hornet, I'm in minimum club, which is 2.2 per ring. I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment. All right, my opponent goes first, and they've got a special ball. That looks like a power ball of some sort. I had to get some coffee. A 4 power, 4 wind. That's a good ball. They switched to a 5 power ball. About 3 rings great to the left. You have less room on the left, so there's a bigger risk that they'll bleed off into the rough on the left than they would if they were on the right. You have lots of room on the right, but they do run out of room on the left. You will run out of room if you get too far right. You'll run into that sand. I'm going to use 6 topspin, 7 topspin. Go 6.5. That's max curl. And I hit it like 2 rings, 3 rings great to the right. As long as I can make it right there. That'll probably put me in my long iron range. So they got a short iron in there, a minimum short iron. So I may be towards minimum long iron. My long iron is a 100% accurate club. The way I play, it's 1, 1, 1, 5, 1.75. I play my long iron so they're 50% more accurate at mid and 75% more accurate at minimum. And I'm still working on those numbers. I've got my Hornet down. I feel supremely confident with my Hornet numbers. But I just started playing with the Grizzly, and that's easy to do the math. So if I find myself consistently off on one side or the other, I can change those numbers. But I haven't played with it long enough to, in one-on-one, only had it for a short period of time. There's Hornet. I am on my Hornet. Okay, so there's min club. There's max. So I'm right at max. It's 1.1 per ring. You're right on the left-hand edge of the cup. I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment, so it's going to be 3-0. That's 3. That's going to be 3-3, and that's 3-3, a perfect 3-ring pull. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Come on. Come on. Oh, you rat bastard. That was the 10% right there. Been doing that 10% all week, and it's been right on the cup. Oh, right on the other side. I keep missing it, like just like half the distance that I am to the cup right there, like half a cup width on the other side. I keep missing it over there, so that's why I set it up on the right hand side of the cup. That was a perfect 3-ring pull too, just a bit outside. Dun, 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 dun. Dang it. That bummed me out. All right, I'm gonna pick up my spirits. I have to pick up every single hole. I can't be dropping holes like that. As heartbreaking as that was, I can't let that discourage me, because that is brutal. Brutal. All right, I'm on hole number 8, the Pacific Cup. Hole number 8 is Juniper Point. Hole number 7. All right, I've got this. %20 wind adjustment. 1 and a sliver. Man, I'm doing all kinds of stuff on this. I need to quit dinking around on this. Just do it by feel and just put it in the cup. This is one of my favorite holes in the game, and it's just like right ticking me off. I haven't had a hole on. This is the only par 3 this tournament that I haven't had a hole in one on, and it's a sniper shot. I'm taking a low wind ball. I was taking a carnival, and I can take a carnival, but I won't have a carnival for the back 9 on one of these holes. I've got 3, and I'm using all of them. I'm going to take a carnival right here. And I don't think I have any ball that can replace that other than a Navigator. I don't have any other Power 1 balls to replace it. Everything else has got power. And the only other low wind, I got those baubles, and I think these turkeys are low wind. Power 2s. So I have some Power 1s. These are Power 2s. Same thing. Got plenty of those turkey balls. I don't know how I ended up with those. All right. Just take a breather. All right, take deep breaths. Need to get a hole in one right here. 1 and a sliver of a bar side span, right side of the cup. All right, my opponent goes first. You got a big dog. Unless you have a perfect spot where you can get back into that spot over and over again, and you're just setting it up. You're going to do one and a half backspin and no side spin, or take the wind out. They didn't take any wind out, or they worked it into it. I got a little bit of right hand curl. Isn't it perfect? And watch, it'll go in the cup. Almost went in the cup. Now they better hope I make it. 1 and a sliver. All right. I don't like the spot that it's in. 1 and a sliver. Top spin. Little teeny bit. 2-1, 20%. That's 4. It's 2-5. You hit this perfect. Hitting it perfect. Get in the cup. That's the spot. Did it have the distance? Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Finally getting a hole-in-one on that. That means I got hole-in-ones on all 3 of the par 3s. I've only got one Albie all week, so maybe I can pick up 4 Albies in a row. In the Community Cup I got 3. I Albied all of the holes on the front side, all 3 of the par 5s. I got Albies on them. It's possible. And what's funny, I think I shot a 34 in that tournament. I came in 4th. All right, that was hole number 8. All right, hole number 9. I need to get an Albie on this hole. I'm playing this hole way different than I play in one-on-one because I always play with a Marlin ball. So it's super easy with a Marlin and a big dog and a QB. Hole number 9, Maple Bay. Maple Bay, hole number 9. Let's get this firmly in my mind. I always like to look at these holes. I know if you guys watch my videos, I always like to look at the holes. All right. I need to get down into this hole, and I apologize if you guys don't have a level A rock. You can get this done with a QB, and I demoed at the beginning of the week in my low-level account and in this account how to do it with a QB. And it's just a setup shot. It's super easy. There's no risk at all. If you have a rock, there's still no risk. I'm taking a Kingmaker, trying to cut that wind down as much as I can. I'm going to do a rock, a Kingmaker, and just a sliver of backspin. Rock, Kingmaker, just a sliver of backspin. Open up a chest. Get the ball rolling. Let's see how many commons we get here. 12, 15, 27. It's about 1 gem per common. A little bit better deal than that. Trying to get 300, just trying to build up your commons. It's a bank. All right. Need to get an albatross right here. Need to pick up the Albie. I need to finish this front 9 strong. And I mean just a sliver of backspin. It'll be 2 rings off. Here where I can see the ball. Just a sliver of backspin. 3-1. Little teeny bit of curl just to make sure I stay to the right. Hitting it perfect. Just rolling it down there to the end. Trying to get in my sniper range. I'm trying to get right at max club. I may have to engage just a little teeny bit of top or a little teeny bit of backspin. There is a little bit of variance down there in that landing zone. I was putting on 1 backspin, but I changed it to just a sliver because I was leaving myself right on the edge of where I wanted to be. Not where I had to do an overpower shot, but a shot where I wasn't quite as deep into the pocket. I want to be in this next hole, in this next pocket, so that I can engage the entire fairway area and set up wherever I want. And that's what I got. I got the entire fairway area so I can set it up a couple rings off. Be on the left-hand edge of the cup. the right hand edge of the cup. 3-1. I'm going to add on 10%. That's 3-4. It's 3-4. Just need to hit it perfect. And I hit one ring great to the right. If I was going to hit this one way or the other, and it's still going to be one ring great to the right, but it ain't going to go in. And it was a little short. And I left it a little short. It's been running a little long. But the deal there is that if it was on the other side on trajectory, it might have been right on the hole. That is not the front nine that I needed. I needed to pick up 2 other shots. And I didn't get it done. I did not get it done on the front nine. That means I have to shoot 19 on the back to maintain the score that I want. The max score that you can get here, I mean, I suppose you could get a 21 and you really could almost hole in one, hole number 1, and you could get a 22, could be like the top score. Because I don't think you can get on in the others to, like, you know, to get a hole, get it like that. So 21, 22 would be like the lowest score that you could possibly get. That'd be like the absolute perfect round. I mean, like, you got every single shot. So it's possible. I shot a bad front nine. I was thinking about my sister earlier today. I have a sister that died here year and a half ago, and I was on the phone with her playing a tournament in the weekend round, and I shot a 12 on the front. Was like totally depressed. And she called me right when I got done with the 9th hole, and we started talking, and I was in my van working and just hung out and started playing while I was talking to her and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was just playing like one-on-one and just going out there and doing stupid stuff, and shot a -16 and ended up winning. So it can happen. Need to pull out a monster round on the back nine. I will forfeit. All right. That was hole number 9. Where are we at? -16. That is not good enough. That is not good enough. I needed to pick up 2 extra shots. That is not going to get it done. All right. I will take a break, and then I will shoot the back nine.